It is yes, it is a new day to be and it feels good to be a Washington fan because the whole Dan Snyder is out of here. Like it's just there. I don't think you understand how much of a weight that has been lifted off of the franchise's shoulders, and just as a fan, it feels different and it feels better saying that you're a Commanders fan. Dan Snyder was the worst owner in sports, not just the NFL in sports. And this is a same sports realm that has the Oakland A's owner. This is the same sport that has the owner of the Browns. Dan Snyder was the worst owner in football or in sports. So it feels good to have that regime up out of here. It feels better. I think in and of itself that is a win for the season. Now, when we get to when we get to the roster, when we get to the team, I don't have much hope in this team right now. And that is solely because of Sam Howell. Mind you, this is the same Washington team that didn't want to trade for Lamar Jackson because they had so much faith in Sam Howell. I will say that in the one preseason game they had against the Browns, Sam Howell did look pretty good. But that's the first preseason game. I don't know how much you want to take away from the first preseason game. And rightfully so, the last few years, and it's also true for this year. Washington has a pretty good roster. Washington has a great defense. Washington has one of the best defenses in football, led by Jonathan Allen. You have Chase Young. You have Deron Payne. You have Cameron Curl. They have Jamin Davis. They have one of the best defenses in football. Kendall Fuller, who be getting beat a lot. I like Kendall Fuller, but he gets beat a lot. But like I said, this team has one of the best defensive lines in football. The defense is not something that I'm worried about. The problem with this team for years now has been their offense. And it's usually been two positions. Or two units. It's been the quarterback unit and it's been the offensive line. Both of which have been hella inconsistent these last few years. That's a lie. The quarterback position has been very inconsistent. The offensive line, it's been very consistent and consistently bad for a good minute now. I mean, think about it, man. You had Tyler Heineke. You had Alex Smith. Kyle Allen. Colt McCoy. When we talk about inconsistency, ain't not. Oh, I forgot about Carson Wentz. There has been nothing more inconsistent in the NFL than the Washington Commanders quarterback unit. And this is with Terry McLaurin, who I think is a top 10 wide receiver in this league. We also have Antonio Gibson, who is a very good running back. He just has a problem fumbling the ball at times. I say all that to say, man, I don't have much faith in this team. I think that this team has a roster that is good enough to maybe make a wild card or maybe win more games than I'm expecting them to win. But I need to see Sam Howell. And I need to see how good Sam Howell is against an actual NFL roster. Now, I know, yes, there's a lot of stock being put into the last win, or the win against the Cowboys, the last game of the season last year. I understand that. And that was a big win. But I want to see what he looks like going into the season as the starting quarterback. I want to see what he looks like again. I mean, because if you look at the Washington schedule, right? You have to go. They have some tough defenses that they have to play. You have to play the Denver defense, the Buffalo Bills defense, the Eagles defense. You have the Giants defense. You have the Patriots defense. You have the Miami Dolphins defense, the Rams defense, the Jets defense, the 49ers defense. So I want to see what Sam Howell looks like against a top tier defense. You're playing arguably the two best defenses in the league this year, and that is the 49ers and the Eagles. So I need to see how they fare. And let me say this about this division. To me, this division in general is not of course, it hasn't been the division of old for a while. You know, those days where the Dallas Cowboys, the Washington Redskins, I'm just talking about the past, but the Washington Redskins, the New York Giants, gone are those days where those teams were the marquee teams in the league, outside of maybe Dallas, but that's mainly due to popularity. Long gone are those days where those teams were the faces and the marquee teams of the league. Now, going into the season, outside of the Philadelphia Eagles, you really have nothing but question marks. I think that Dallas is a better team and a better roster than the Washington Commanders. I definitely know that the Eagles are better. And I think that I don't know how. Let me say this. I don't know how close, or is Sam Howell closer to Dak Prescott, or is he closer to Daniel Jones, or is he not close to either of them and he's not that good, or is he better? I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows when we talk about this Washington offense. I know that the defense is going to be good, and that's another thing. Montez Sweat, I don't understand why. I get it, but then I don't get it. I don't understand why you don't pick up Chase Young's fifth-year option. Chase Young, I understand the injuries and everything, and it's pretty much a see to believe thing, but why? Chase Young is arguably, when healthy, your best defensive player. And this is on a defense that has Daron Payne and that has Montez Sweat, that has Jonathan Allen. Chase Young has the ability to be your best player. And like I said, not just best player as far as the team. I don't know why you don't pick it up. I'm looking at this roster right now, man, and there's some pieces. Logan Thomas, they got pieces, man. Benjamin St. Jude, Trent Scott, Curtis Samuel. He just needs to stay healthy. Brandon Robinson, Jeremy Reeves. They have options, man. It's just, like I said, it's hard for me to bank on this team, and it's hard for me to have a raving review for this team until I see how good Sam Howell is. And honestly, I don't, as a Commanders fan, I don't have much hope that Sam Howell is going to be it's going to be much better than Tyler Heineke. And Tyler Heineke had his moments, but he wasn't that good either, to be completely honest with you. I know he's the backup quarterback, I believe, in Atlanta right now. So good for him. But I don't see much. I don't have much faith in this Washington team, mostly because of the offense side of the ball. If we were just banking on the defense, then yeah, I think Washington is a top tier defense in the league. But the offense has to get on the field at some point, and I don't have much faith in it because I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. I know how good Terry McLaurin is. I know how good Curtis Samuel can be. I know how good Brandon Robinson can be. I know how good Logan Thomas can be. I just don't know about Sam Howell. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.